Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Rico here. Man, today we're still stuck in Guam, stuck in isolation, but it's really not a bad way to spend isolation with the view outside overlooking the beach. But one of the questions I get asked a lot is what's in my camera bag? So for 2020, what's in my camera bag is pretty similar to what was in my camera bag in 2019 with a couple of additions. So let's go through it. First, to start off with the bag, it's made by Sirui, S-I-R-U-I. I can't pronounce it to save my life, but I've had this bag for a while and no issues with it. It's a small compact bag because that's the way I like to travel. Small and compact, I don't like to carry a lot of stuff. One of the favorite things about this is the zippers. If you can see that the zippers snap in each other like that for a little more added safety. It comes apart like that. Well, my camera of choice is what I'm using right now. It's the EOS R. And on top of it is the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. One of my favorite things about that microphone is that the microphone shuts off when the camera goes off. So let's dig into the bag a little bit. We talked about the bag, we talked about the camera, we talked about the microphone, and the next best thing in this setup is really the 16 to 35 millimeter lens that I have attached to the camera right now. The 16-35, it's made by Canon. It's the L series lens, which is great. It's a little loud for video sometimes. I'm sure you can hear it right now, watch. You can hear that click, click, click. Besides that, it's great for portraits and it's great for landscape, and it gives you that, establishing shot. So I do like this lens. The next best lens in the bag that's a great all-around lens for a lot of things is really the Tamron 24-70. Again, it's not the L series lens, but it does have image stabilization. It's another great lens there. I just don't use it that often as I would like to. That stays in my bag just in case. The next lens is really the B-roll king. Now some of you guys are thinking it's probably 70-200, but it is not the 70-200. It is the Canon 85 millimeter lens. But look at that glass. So this is the lens that really gives you that buttery smooth, crisp bokeh. This isn't the 1.2, it's the 1.4. It's image stabilized, so it's great for that handheld shot. And again, this is in my bag all the time. I don't ever take it out. All right, so next from the lens, we have another tool. It is the DJI Mavic Pro. Now this is the original Mavic Pro, as you can tell from the camera. It's a great tool to use. I just don't use it as often enough to upgrade to the Mavic Pro 2 or the Mavic Pro Zoom. The one that I did want to get was the Mavic Mini. I just might get that and review that later in a different video. The reason why is because it's smaller, it's compact. I think it's like 249 grams, which is light compared to this right here. And the other thing that stays on this camera or this drone is the ND filter. So this is the ND4. This always stays on. I mean, it works for what I do. So I leave this on all the time. It never comes off. What else do I have in my bag? In this bag, we also have a set of ND filters for the Mavic Pro. Oh, speaking of ND filters, there's also one on this camera. Watch, if I twist it, it'll get dark. Twist the other way. So I keep this on my lens as well. Along with the Mavic Pro, I have an extra set of batteries. This is also for longer flights. If I want to fly more than 25 minutes, I mean, let's be real, 20 minutes is what you'll normally get out of these, especially if you're flying hard. So 20 minutes per battery. And with that is the remote. So I keep this little protector on it because I don't have a case for it in the bag. It just goes, I just toss it in the bag. So I don't want it to get damaged by other items in that bag moving around a lot. So I keep that on the remote. Oh, with the with that. This right here has come in clutch. So this is a battery bank. It's a battery bank that I've used multiple times to charge my phone, to charge this little guy right here, because there's been a couple times where I failed to charge this the night before, and when I came up to the shoot, or to the scene or whatever, when I went to use the drone, it was not charged at all. So this is clutch. Extra set of props in case you crash your drone. I've crashed this once already, and I've sent it back to DJI. Man, really, it went back to China. And they sent me a new one. The cost to repair this was like it was close to 200 bucks, but it was a lot cheaper than buying a whole new drone. So I keep an extra set of props, hoping that I don't crash. Hopefully I won't need this, but if I do, that stays in the bag. Another camera that I keep in my bag is the GoPro. This right here, I don't use that often. I've used it for some underwater shots. But other than that, I haven't used it a lot, but I do keep this in the bag just in case there's some scenes that I want to film that I don't want to risk damaging my EOS R. So this stays in the bag. Next in the bag is the latest addition. This here is Amaron, it's made by Aputure, the Amaron M9 light. Now this light is pretty bright. You can tell it's getting real bright right now. So I'm gonna start dimming it down a little bit. This is for those times where you need a little hair light, another light in between if it gets too dark. So I keep this in the bag. What else? This here is the Zoom H1 recorder. I used to use this a lot when I had my Nikon. I no longer have that camera. The audio in that camera sucked, so this came in handy. This is always used. I had a little attachment, hooked it up on top of the camera and the hot shoe mount, so this is useful. Sometimes I'll hook up a little lavalier mic, depending on the distance between the microphone and where I'm standing, so sometimes I'll use this for that. What else? So, I'm not sure if you can see, but in this pouch right here is just miscellaneous cords. I keep a lot of miscellaneous cords. Up here are my little SD cards and batteries on this side here. Always keep an extra set of batteries in case your battery dies or you forget to charge it like I did with the remote. In the outside pouch, cleaning supplies. Try to clean off my lens as best I can before I put it back in the bag. So this here's a little brush, a little cleaning tool. Microfiber cloth that I keep in here to clean the lens, if I can get it out. But this pouch doubles as a little microfiber cloth. Just make sure there's no sand or grit on it, because otherwise, if you're cleaning off the lens, you're bound to scratch it with that little grain. The last thing in the bag is this SSD, this external hard drive. This is great. It's quick, it's fast, and I use it for everything. So I drop all my footage in here after I'm done with the shoot, keep it on my SD card, and once I'm done, I'll delete it. So other than that, I have nothing else in the bag. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that way my next video you'll get notified. Peace.